Hey, what's up, fellow boxing brothers? Oh, yeah, finally. Well, we've come forth to the first big, great fight of this year, and that is uh, Artur Beterbiev, who is like still recognized probably as the number one light heavyweight in the world and holds the IBF, WBC, WBO titles, and the underdog, Callum Smith. Yes, first of all, Callum Smith hasn't had a fight since August 22. That was very irresponsible of his management, his promoter, whoever. He was supposed to fight last year a couple of times, but both times something happened that made him cancel. I think first time it was an injury, second time I don't know. Anyway, probably also an injury or something like that. And so this really doesn't make him, look very strong before this fight. Not really a strong favorite, I would say. However, he is the bigger man, taller man. He is taller by about 3 inches or something, or so, 2.5 maybe. And he's got also the power. I'd say power wise, he and Mr. Beterbiev are about equal. So I call him Beterbiev because that's how I call him, right? Let's let's get that straight first. I don't like saying Beterbiev. It's kind of unnatural for me, right? So yeah, I mean let's look at let's compare them. Tail of the tape, baby. Yeah, just a second. Gotta find this fight info, right? This fight is good. I mean, this site is pretty good. Box Live, it's called. It gives you the whole thing, the whole breakdown. So yeah, all the belts are on the line. It's a big, big, important fight, people. And Callum only has, of course, one loss. That was to Canelo. So, he's only lost to the very best. And Canelo back then was really just destroying everybody, So, and it was Callum's last fight at 168. Probably part of why he was rather static and lethargic. He wasn't. He had struggled to make that weight. He was a huge super middleweight, huge. Well, he's not only very tall, he has, you know, he's quite actually wide as well. His back, if you look at his whole body size. So, yeah. And the big advantage for Callum Smith, actually, also even bigger one, is in age. He's 5 years younger at 33 than Beterbiev. The wolf from Caucasus. Yeah. So better. Yeah, I mean both are orthodox. Nobody is a southpaw. That's good. So that means less chance of a headbutt happening. Yeah. And yeah, also yeah, both guys are actually Beterbiev is ranked at number two by the ring. I guess they ranked Dmitry Buell number one. That's pretty justified, I would say. He did beat Canelo, yeah. And Smith is ranked at number three, yeah, which is well, I don't know if that's justified, but anyway, he is worth. I mean, talent-wise, he does deserve it, but hasn't been active so enough. So yeah, to justify that ranking. Yeah, so this is happening on the 13th of January, Saturday the 13th, at Center Videotron in Quebec City. Right. Yeah. The big, big question for me is, first of all, has Beterbiev aged in the meanwhile? Probably not. I think it's kind of still early, but maybe in the course of this year he will. Yeah. But anyway, he is a beast. He doesn't have to be, um, at the very top, like physically, because he has that power. He has the instinct, which is very important. The killer instinct, let's call it the knockout instinct. And same does Callum. But the difference is that Callum sometimes doesn't really, perform as good as he can. Usually doesn't always perform equally good in fights. Like against John Ryder, he was struggling there. I actually scored that fight yesterday, and I had it to draw. So, but also some other people had Ryder winning the fight. For instance, it was a very tough fight for Smith. Yeah, but that's Ryder. I mean, had Ryder been as hard hitting as Beterbiev, probably he would have even knocked out Smith. But Smith is a tough guy, so we don't know. I don't think he's ever been down before. I don't think so. So yeah, I don't see him being down. But yeah, he has crushed some of the guys, like some of the best British and European fighters at 168. He crushed, and George Rose is one of them. Yeah, I remember that knockout very well. So Ryder was kind of his first true, like tough fight where he didn't really dominate, and then he lost to Alvarez, and he knocked out Matthew Bodelik in his last fight, which was he actually lost the first three fights because Bodelik is a fast, slick guy, but then he just knocked him out in the fourth round pretty easily. So that shows how destructive a puncher Smith can be, just like Beterbiev. Yeah. And he does have more fights, 30 fights altogether, 29 wins, of course, 21 not by knockout. Beterbiev has 19 fights, but and all by knockout, but he started, he stepped up in class much faster, I would say, yeah, he did. And I think already in his one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, sorry, one, two, three, four. In his 12th fight professional, he won the IBF title. Yeah, right, that's right. So this is his eighth defense as the IBF champion, and also his fifth as the WBC champion and second as WBO. Yeah, he also hasn't had a fight for almost a year, by the way. But yeah, against when he won against Anthony Yarde, so that's why it's a little bit he can be now might in the meantime have gone like past his best. So this fight will definitely uncover. I mean that will tell us much about both guys. However, if Smith loses, it will probably be because of his inactivity, being too rusty. But if Beterbiev loses, then it will be probably about age. Yeah, definitely, of course. And I think everything depends on how who will land the big punches first, of course. And will Smith be able to use his his reach, and his height and everything effectively? Because he wasn't able to do that really is that much against Ryder, but Ryder is shorter than Beterbiev also, and Beterbiev doesn't really fight quite the same way, but maybe you can compare him to, I don't know really, to Ryder, but yeah, he's uh, a harder hitter anyway. So I do give Smith a realistic chance here, but he'll have to pull off a really, really great performance to win here, probably. Yeah, and I don't know really. The thing is, we don't know. Beterbiev has been down once. I believe that was against Callum Johnson, the namesake. Yes, and yeah, but that was kind of early on in his championship reign, his first defense. And yeah, I mean, I can see Smith scoring a knockdown at least, if not nothing, on him because he's very dangerous when he, is at his best. And yeah, he's of course has a sufficient amount of power, of course, but he will have to just keep Beterbiev at distance and fight, not be too aggressive either, but kind of, fight smart and fight in spurts, and then, use his reach to tie up Beterbiev, prevent him from coming inside. Because that's what he will have to do with Beterbiev to come on the inside as a shorter man. You will have to get inside to land the big punches. So if Smith manages to keep him at a distance and at the same time lands his own punches effectively, then I can even see him wearing like Beterbiev out in the end, maybe even stopping in late rounds, but it will not be easy, certainly. But anyway, Yard did kind of have some success against Beterbiev in their fight, but he was eventually overpowered. So Beterbiev showed there that he can react well to being hurt and even being knocked down. So you have to have a good fight plan. It's not enough to just do that, hurt him or put him down, but you have to know how to follow up well. And yeah, because you can't stop him in one round. If you hurt him, put him down, and think, all right, that's it. I'm gonna stop him now. No, you better no, you better think else. I mean, he's a very tough guy, and you will need probably several rounds to stop him. At least three, I would say, but of constant like landing big punches, battering him, bang, bang, bang. So yeah, he's that kind of a beast. And Smith, as I said, we don't know really just how good his chin is because he never really fought. I mean, Ryder is not a huge puncher. Canelo, yeah, well, he didn't really hurt him that much, either. And so Smith has, I think, never been down and hasn't been really in a big trouble ever actually yet. So we don't know how he will react. That's the thing. If he gets hurt by Beterbiev. But I think what he has shown so far, he's got, he's a tough cookie, and He doesn't just fold and give up and quit. So he will, if nothing, give Beterbiev a good fight for sure. And yeah, in the end, I think because Beterbiev is the smaller but also fat, kind of mobile, more mobile guy, even faster, I'd say probably a little bit. He has better chances to succeed at stopping Smith than the other way around. But of course, I see Smith, hurting Beterbiev and having him like Yar did pretty much in some trouble. But eventually, if not, unless he has kind of aged since his last fight, I think Beterbiev probably will win. I think most people expect that also, yeah. And because he wins by knockout, I don't think this will go distance either. Most likely not. I mean, I think he's only been past the 10th round once when he stopped Enrico Kelly in 12 rounds. That was when he won the title first. And he also stopped Wozniak in 10 rounds. So, yeah, those two are the only times where he was really in late rounds. He had to go late. So, so probably here also he will have to go, yeah, like 9, 10 rounds, 11 to stop Smith. But I kind of lean more towards Beterbiev winning, even though I think Callum does have it in him, but to win also, even also on points maybe. But he has now not fought for so long, so it's kind of dangerous to pick him as a winner. I would say if you were gonna bet, especially you're gonna put out money, you're not gonna put it on him, right? You're not gonna bet on him, a guy who hasn't fought for that's like 16 months or almost 17, and is facing a beast of a fighter. All right, so those were my thoughts and prediction on this fight. All right, have a good time and see you soon. Bye.